Hi, I'm Adam Burton, and this is the Daily Devo. Today is Monday, November 22, 2021. This week's Bible memory verses are Philippians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. And being found in human form, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Therefore, God has highly exalted him and bestowed on him the name that is above every name. Philippians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. Here's what happened on this day in history. In 1963, John F. Kennedy is assassinated. The 35th President of the United States was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald while traveling in a motorcade in Dallas, Texas. He was the fourth American president to be assassinated while in office. The other three were Abraham Lincoln, James Abram Garfield, and William McKinley. In 1986, Mike Tyson wins the fight against Trevor Berbick. The victory won Tyson the World Boxing Council Heavyweight Championship and made him the world's youngest heavyweight champion at the age of 20 years. In 1995, Toy Story is released. Produced by Pixar, the movie, which follows the adventures of human-like toys, was the world's first feature-length computer-animated movie. Considered to be one of the best animated films ever released, Toy Story won 3 Oscars, including Best Original Screenplay, Best Original Score, and Best Original Song. In 2004, the Orange Revolution begins in Ukraine. The revolution began after an election that was marred by widespread rumors of corruption and fraud. The protests resulted in electoral reforms in the country, and November 22 was declared a day of freedom in 2005. The holiday was then moved to January 22 in 2011. And in 2005, Angela Merkel takes office as the German Chancellor. The physical chemist from former East Germany became the first female chancellor of the country. And now you do know what happened on this day in history. Meditate on this passage from Proverbs 22. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold. The rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the crooked. Whoever guards his soul will keep far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender. Whoever sows injustice will reap calamity, and the rod of his fury will fail. Whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he shares his bread with the poor. Drive out a scoffer, and strife will go out, and quarreling and abuse will cease. He who loves purity of heart, and whose speech is gracious, will have the king as his friend. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the traitor. The sluggard says, "There is a lion outside. I shall be killed in the streets." The mouth of forbidden women is a deep pit. He with whom the Lord is angry will fall into it. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline drives it far from him. Whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge, for it will be pleasant if you keep them within you, if all of them are ready on your lips, that your trust may be in the Lord. Have I made them known to you today, even to you? Have I not written for you 30 sayings of counsel and knowledge, to make you know what is right and true, that you may give a true answer to those who sent you? Do not rob the poor, because he is poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate, for the Lord will plead their cause, and rob of life those who rob them. Make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor with a wrathful man. lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. Be not one of those who gives pledges, but put up security for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should your bed be taken from under you? Do not move the ancient landmark that your fathers have set. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Thanks for listening to the Daily Devo. I will see you tomorrow. God bless.